Henyard says she is endorsing a new board, but not announcing who they are just yet, instead promising to name them later this month. Henyard is under investigation by the FBI.
Now she's teasing a big announcement that she claims will result in some of her opponents being arrested and charged.
Tiffany Henyard, the embattled mayor of Dolton, Illinois, is facing mounting scandals and an FBI investigation, but she's pushing forward with a re-election campaign. Her latest move, charging up to $5,000 for entry to her launch party. With allegations of financial mismanagement, personal use of public funds, and accusations of using the police force for personal errands, Henyard's leadership is under fire. But despite the growing opposition and legal battles, she's doubling down on her campaign. Will she pull off a shocking victory, or is this just a desperate power grab? The drama in Dolton is far from over. Hey guys, I am Olivia. Welcome to Red Rumbles, where we cut through the chaos to bring you the real story. Today, we're taking a closer look at the explosive drama surrounding Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard scandals, FBI investigations, and a re-election campaign that has everyone talking. You won't believe what's unfolding in this small town just outside Chicago. Don't miss a second of this breakdown. Hit that subscribe button. And stay tuned for more of the gripping stories you won't hear anywhere else. Tiffany Henyard's re-election campaign is not your typical political event. If you're in Dolton and want to show support for Henyard, you'll need to fork over at least $50 to get through the door of her launch party. That's right, $50 just to walk in. And if you're feeling especially generous, there are higher donation tiers that promise even more prestige. For $35, you can be a resident supporter, but that doesn't even get you into the party. For $50, you can be a supporter, and if you want to show even more love, $150 will get you the title of bronze supporter. For those with deeper pockets, you can become a silver sponsor for $500, a gold sponsor for $1,000, or even a platinum sponsor for a whopping $5,000. Yes, $5,000. But the real question is, why is Henyard charging these amounts? Is this a savvy fundraising move, or could this be a desperate attempt to cover up her financial mismanagement?
Several new developments in South suburban Dolton today. First, the state comptroller has suspended some payments to the village because it has failed to follow the law by providing financial reports.
With all the allegations surrounding her administration, this might not be the best way to win over voters, especially in a town struggling with serious debt and corruption scandals. Tiffany Henyard has been the mayor of Dolton since 2021, but her time in office has been far from smooth sailing. In fact, her leadership has been under intense scrutiny for various reasons, from accusations of corruption to spending public funds on personal luxuries. Henyard's reputation has taken a serious hit. Some residents have even accused her of using the local police force to intimidate and harass political opponents. Despite these growing concerns, Henyard has continued to hold on to power.
I'm a private investigator. I've got some books here. Inside I have from the United States District Court, Northern District of Illinois.
Residents have voiced their frustration, with some calling her leadership style authoritarian. But instead of stepping back or trying to address these issues, Henyard is moving forward with her re-election campaign as if nothing is wrong. Let's take a closer look at some of the accusations that have been swirling around her administration. One of the most serious accusations against Henyard is financial mismanagement. Dolton, a small village with a population of around 20,000, is reportedly $5 million in debt. And while Henyard is facing criticism for this, it's not just the debt that has people questioning her leadership. Henyard has been accused of spending taxpayer money on lavish parties, luxury travel, and even personal expenses.
Henyard's landlord showed up here to see her tenant in person after she says Henyard has been dodging both her and rent payments for months.
For instance, reports have surfaced that Henyard used the village credit card to rack up $43,000 in Amazon purchases. While some of these purchases may have been for official purposes, others seem to be for personal items. There have also been allegations of spending on extravagant dining and hotel stays, all while the town's finances continue to spiral. But it doesn't stop there. Henyard's security detail, which consists of police officers, has cost Dolton taxpayers a fortune. Reports claim that Henyard has been using the officers not just for protection, but for personal errands. This includes picking up her children from school and running personal errands. Over $1 million in overtime pay for officers has been spent on these tasks. While the police officers may have been hired to protect the mayor, it's clear that their duties have gone well beyond their original mandate. Despite the growing scandal, Henyard is pushing forward with her re-election bid, but her strategy has raised more than a few eyebrows. As we mentioned earlier, the campaign is charging supporters steep fees to attend her re-election launch party, with even higher donations required for those looking to climb up the sponsored tiers. Some have questioned whether this is just a bold fundraising move or something more insidious. At the heart of Henyard's campaign is her desire to hold on to power. She's made it clear that she's not backing down, despite the growing opposition from both trustees and residents. In fact, Henyard has referred to herself as the super mayor, a title that has rubbed many the wrong way. But it's not just her self-promotion that's drawing criticism. Many have also pointed to her spending habits. With Dolton's finances sinking into debt, Henyard seems more focused on her own image than addressing the town's financial woes. While residents are demanding accountability, Henyard appears more concerned with keeping her name in front of the public. Amidst all the scandal, there's an even bigger issue looming over Henyard's re-election bid: an FBI investigation. The federal government has reportedly been looking into allegations of financial misconduct, including the misuse of taxpayer funds for personal expenses. Investigators have already served subpoenas to Henyard, asking for financial records and business documentation from the village. The accusations are serious. Henyard has allegedly spent thousands of dollars on personal expenses, including Amazon shopping sprees and luxury hotel stays, using taxpayer money. If these accusations are proven to be true, Henyard could face serious legal consequences. Interestingly, Henyard has been tight-lipped about the investigation. In a recent Facebook Live broadcast, she addressed some of the accusations, but did not provide concrete evidence to clear her name. Instead, she went on a nearly 90-minute rant, blaming her political opponents for the town's problems, and promising that she would reveal more information at a later date. Despite the mounting pressure, Henyard continues to insist that she's done nothing wrong. However, the longer this investigation drags on, the harder it will be for her to maintain that stance. The FBI's scrutiny of her financial records could be a major blow to her re-election campaign, and it's clear that many residents are starting to question her integrity. As Henyard moves forward with her re-election campaign, it's impossible to ignore the mounting opposition and scandal surrounding her. With accusations of financial mismanagement, corruption, and even harassment of political opponents, many are wondering whether Henyard is truly the best person to continue leading Dolton.
I do not handle anything as relates to with credit cards. As you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
But Henyard doesn't seem to care about the growing backlash. She's determined to hold on to power, even if it means using questionable tactics. She's continued to spend taxpayer money on her own self-promotion, even as the village sinks deeper into debt. And while residents are calling for transparency and accountability, Henyard appears more focused on keeping her image front and center. Could this be a desperate attempt to hold on to power? Or does Henyard genuinely believe that she's the best candidate to lead Dolton? With the FBI investigation still looming over her, the next few months will be critical in determining whether she can keep her hold on office or if the pressure will be too much to bear. In addition to the financial allegations and the FBI investigation, Henyard is also facing an eviction lawsuit.
A Dolton home that she leased to Mayor Tiffany Henyard has filed eviction papers. She says Henyard has not paid her rent, and now she wants her.
According to reports, Henyard has not paid rent on the home she's leasing, and her landlord has filed eviction papers. Henyard reportedly owes several $1,000s in unpaid rent, and her landlord has been trying to serve her eviction papers for months, but Henyard has been avoiding them. This eviction lawsuit is just another blow to Henyard's already tarnished reputation. For someone who's trying to maintain a political career, facing eviction is hardly a good look. It's clear that Henyard's financial troubles extend beyond just the village's budget. Her personal finances appear to be in shambles as well. Despite Henyard's ongoing campaign, the people of Dolton are growing increasingly frustrated. Many residents have been vocal at public meetings, demanding that Henyard step down and give the village a chance to recover from the mess she's created. Some have even compared Henyard's leadership style to that of a dictator, citing her tendency to focus on self-promotion while ignoring the needs of the community. Trustee Jason Houses, a vocal critic of Henyard, is running against her in the upcoming election. He has been outspoken about the need to restore decency and transparency to Dolton's government, and he's not the only one. Residents are calling for change, and many are urging Henyard to step aside and allow new leadership to take over. So, what's next for Tiffany Henyard? Will she continue to press forward with her re-election campaign despite the mounting opposition and legal troubles? Or will the scandals finally catch up to her? As it stands, Henyard remains defiant, promising to stay in power and even threatening to have her political opponents arrested. But with the FBI investigation still looming and the people of Dolton growing increasingly disillusioned with her leadership, the future of her political career is uncertain. One thing is clear: the drama surrounding Tiffany Henyard is far from over, and it looks like there's more to come in this ongoing saga. Stay tuned to Red Rumbles for updates on this story and others that challenge the status quo. Don't forget to subscribe Red Rumbles and hit the notification bell.